Ah, melody, the pure soul of audio. We all love music, whether good or bad. We all love it. There's different things to expect with every piece. The thing I like about music is how diverse and hugely stretched out all the different genres are. You have things like rock, pop, R&B, rap, etc. But there are music genres that stretch so much deeper than that. In fact, there's over 30 genres of music. And don't forget subgenres as well. There are hundreds of subgenres alone. In fact, most of them are just genres that are way too specific. But today, I'm going to be talking about my personal favourite genre, chillwave. Now, what's chillwave, I hear you ask? Well, it's a good question. It's so underrated. Chillwave music is a very chilled 80s reminiscent genre of EDM. Basically, if ambient music had a child with funky 80s electronic music, this would be that child. So pull up your socks and put on your panties because today we're going on an adventure. I found chillwave back in the late summer of 2021, a pretty good time. I remember the first song I ever listened to was Dynamic by Voyage, which was a great introduction to the genre, totally recommend it. Soon after that, I began to listen to chillwave hits like Resonance, Beyond, Eclipse, Wake. These have forever been in my favourites list since day one. And soon I began to discover more and more. And now I've even formed a playlist that maybe has 9 hours worth of songs on it. You know, no biggie. Over the time I've known this genre, I've found 2 albums that I would consider my favourite albums. November's Longer Nights and Hotel Pools' Palmscapes. The theming of the two quite frankly polarize each other, and that's why I think they're my favourite. On one end, you have a dark autumn time where the nights are getting longer and darker by 4, and on the other end, you have a daylit tropical upbeat paradise at never-ending summertime bliss. I like the contrast. My 3 favourite artists currently are Voyage, Hotel Pools, and Unfound. If you want to check them out, the links are in the description. They're really great artists, but the main thing I like about them is that they all have different theming that sets apart their music from each other. The great thing about chillwave music is you can tell what artist you're listening to from the moment they start playing. Like if you're listening to Voyage, you should expect to get that 80s neon utopian style of music. If you're listening to Hotel Pools, you should expect to be in a tropical paradise, and if you're listening to Unfound, you should expect to be taken out of this world, man. There are so many good chillwave artists and songs that I'm gonna leave a link in the description to my playlist in case you're interested. There's a lot of land to cover though. Just a warning. It could be for any amount of reasons I enjoy music more than the average person. I mean, my quote is quite literally, drawing is my therapy and music is my escape. I have a lot of anxious episodes, sensory overloads, and anxiety attacks. During the week, sitting down and listening to music shuts the voices right up and frees me from the noise of this horrifying world we live in. Literally, when I said music is my escape, I meant it. On most nights, I suffer with pretty intense anxiety. Something's always bugging me. My heart is beating too fast, my lungs aren't breathing in enough, but as soon as I sit down and dive into this pool of my music, I forget all of that. I love music to the point where it's pretty much insane. Possibly my favourite thing on the planet, next to Cookie Dough, Palm Trees, Wilbur, and Stitch. Music fuels me with energy, incomprehensible to mere mortals. You don't understand my power with this kind of thing. I can create fake scenarios. Literally, this isn't an overstatement. Whenever I'm working on these videos, I can't help but slap on some headphones and jam to 80s glam rock, lo-fi hip-hop, and ambient down-tempo chill music. It just helps me go. Every second and mere frame of a video I'm doing is with me rocking out to music in the background. I just can't help myself. Speaking of good music, let's get this overstatement of mine out the way. Music in the past is so much better than music today.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. I don't like recent pop music, nor do I like rap music. They are both terrible, and I'd rather listen to someone throw up. It's kind of a joke, but just pretend it isn't, okay? Okay, now knowing pretty much everyone on planet Earth is going to disagree with me, let me get this straight. Listen, kiddos of 14 to 16 age demographic. The only reason you like pop music is because you like what everyone else likes to fit in. I'm sure 65% of you pop lovers just haven't found the perfect genre yet. I mean, you can form so much to the point where there's a genre called pop, which is just crap that everyone likes. I probably shouldn't be arguing against your opinions, but if you were to like any other genre, I would be fine. Literally any other genre. Even country is alright sometimes, despite what people say about it. Now take back everything I said, Twitter folks, because really, I don't care. I'll let your taste be your taste and mine be mine. But all of this is just my opinion, and I'm still going to argue about it. Everyone I talk to at school really digs this music, except from some good people, you know? Like, where are some people's tastes nowadays? And I know I'm coming across as rude and biased, but seriously, you'd understand if you were sat next to the sporty, aggressive bully popping off bars listening to shitty rap music. I mean, don't get me wrong, not all rap and pop songs are bad. Just the ones that are the most popular. Take Blinding Lights and Light Switch, which, now I'm writing this, I realize they both have lights in the title. Anyways, take Blinding Lights by The Weeknd and Light Switch by Charlie Puth. These are both really good pop songs, and everyone hates them. I was speaking to someone who liked pop music, and I brought up Light Switch, and they were like, "Ew, no, get some taste." And then I said, "Excuse me?" And I asked if they liked Blinding Lights, to which they replied, "Man, where is your taste, bro?" I don't think they're as bad as everyone makes out to be. Maybe the one missing the taste is you know? Sorry, I forgot, it was all a joke. It's okay to have different opinions. I just had a meltdown while writing this script, okay? Alright, good. Anyways, moving off the topic of bad music, let's talk about the only type of hip-hop I like. I like chill hop, more specifically lo-fi. Now, contrary to popular belief, I love Lo-Fi Girl. I've probably asked to be in a relationship with her once, but she just kept writing. Why, Lo-Fi Girl? Why? Lo-Fi hip-hop is a genre of hip-hop that combines low power mode, jazzy nostalgia, and chill beats all over in one. It's a simple and repetitive genre that you can leave in the background whenever you study. It's actually been proven that lo-fi helps you focus. Now, I'm a person with ADHD, meaning I can do anything but focus. And lo-fi brings me right into the task at hand, puts me right in the zone. Lo-fi isn't a genre I'd listen to right out just to chill though. It's good, but it's just too repetitive and predictable for me to listen to when unnecessary. Now, saying that, I recommend you try it out whenever you're trying to revise for a big test coming up. It might help. Now finally, I'm going to talk about a really good ambient and down-tempo artist called Hello Meteor. Now Hello Meteor has this really cool ambient seaside vibe to his music. You can expect songs like a light rainy day on the shore to a pleasant beach parking lot during sunset to even a literal hammock near ocean paradise, with the ceiling fans on and the glass of cocktail out. Hello Meteor is a vibe, and I recommend you check him out if you want that near sea paradise vibe I was on about. Talking about near sea paradise, let's talk about an artist that does the opposite. Me. Yes, I make music. In fact, I have 3 albums already in the works. You can go check them out in the description below if they're out yet. I get all sorts of vibes, from mellow autumn forests to cold cabins and winter nights to Skylines Ahoy and somewhere else. Some of my music actually has lyrics and meaningful things to me in them. All of these songs were based off of certain hard points in my life, and I recommend that just maybe you check me out. I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. Awkward promotion aside, we all love music, and maybe I'll talk about it again in another video sometime soon. But for now, I'm gonna sip that cocktail on my hammock in paradise. I'll catch you next time. I wonder if Stitch is around.